We had a panel,
and
we were very happy to see TMG big upgrades in their panel rooms. Nice esports Street Fighter V chairs.
They literally flipped the script by flipping the stage around.
It used to be on the left, now it's on the right.
And that changed just about everything about the acoustics and how, it used to be a kind of a weird placement for a screen and everything. Way better this time. Awesome setup.
Yep.
And what better way to christen that in?
What better way?
Than with the goddamn intro to Night Court.
Fuck yeah.
So,
the best.
I believe the night before this panel, we were in Austin Eruption's room, much like we are right now, and we were talking about, everyone was agreeing how bad the Genesis sound chip is, and that's a fact.
And Derek, you were the first person.
You were the first one that was like, I agree 100%.
That's not my recollection. Not at all.
But somehow it de-evolved into, fuck you, the Night Court
because we were listening to something from Police Knots, I believe.
Yeah.
And
we got on the topic of bass sounds, bass tones, and we were talking about whether or not the kind of fatty, grimy bass tone of a Genesis sound chip is good or not. It's subjective, but people who don't like it are wrong. But we just got on the topic of bass lines, and then somebody played a song from Police Knots, which actually has kind of a very funky bass.
Yeah, Liam played that. Yeah.
And then I think I just said, man, this reminds me of Night Court.
And I lost my shit because I was listening to the Night Court theme last week. Literally, just out of nowhere. I'm like, I want to watch that intro again.
And I think you and I both started going we're like, all right, we need to just put the song on. Yeah.
And again, it's one of those things where if you drop Night Court in a room that's not expecting it in 2017, 3 people tops know what the fuck you're talking about.
But you will have found your friends.
But that's it.
Exactly.
Your people.
It's walking into the room and going dental plan, and waiting to see what happens. Right?
When I was in Florida a few months ago, and I was just flipping through the TV, and Leanna's asleep, and I'm on the couch eating some Chippos, and I just turn on a few channels, and then Night Court, it started on the Night Court main image where it just says Night Court in that type of font, and it shows the courthouse, and my chips went flying. I was like, Night Court.
It's even if you've never seen Night Court, people that don't know that song, I think by the end of
exactly.
I like this song. I'm just happier now. What happened? Yeah.
And I do. I no matter what the activity is, super best FriendCast. Super best FriendCast. It's great.
So that went into our panel.
It's the new intro.
The Night Court theme.
Fuck it.
All right.
And rightfully. When it played and we walked into
how
it,
many people reacted?
2. And
2 girls,
in the front row lost their shit.
Yes.
Yeah, bull.
Fucking Night Court.
John Larroquette.
And that's why we do it.
Exactly.
For 3 people.
And everyone else is confused, but you point at them and go, they know.
Yeah.
They understand.
Sit on our level.
But you know what? You guys are also doing a service because those people at that panel, they went home and they educated themselves.
Absolutely.
As soon as I think we said, Night Court theme, I saw a couple of people take out their phones.
Yeah.
My body can't stop moving.
It's so funky. And
our panel went really well. There was 2 things that were standouts. One we'll talk about next podcast, I think. Mm-hmm. But the other good one is that we're talking about the Tony Hawk Underground playthrough. We just have to point out this guy when we were just Eric Sparrow, kind of the worst villain in the world. Griffith is not that bad in comparison. And then it came to what if there was a Berserk Cross Tony Hawk game?
Yeah.
And then one fan just says, Band of the Hawk! And we all, the entire room pointed at that guy.
Yeah.
That guy was amazing.
Nailed it.
Yeah, so I was like, you're hired, sir.
That was pretty good.
For something. Additional writing services by that guy.
And later, I was out, because now, the hot topic of conversation is Night Court.
Yep.
I then was...
I thought you were trying to say, the teen, fucking, skeleton. Let's all wear black shirts and, get our eyeliner on and go to the hot topic.
No. The actual topic.
Okay,
buy some Suicide Squad merch.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Next to that Night Court, Night Court's coming back big time.
Hot topic selling Night Court.
FNAF is done. We're back to Night Court.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Because the thing is one thing.
not bad.
Screamo covers of the song just as you walk in. Okay, I'm sorry. Will.
Okay, anyways, okay.
Funko Pop Night Card.
Yeah.
Podcast over.
Podcast over.
No, one of the first memories I have of like things on TV is an episode of Night Court. I was super young, but like all I remember is there's one episode where someone in court opens up a briefcase and a blow-up doll comes out.
Holy what?
Right? And it's a fully inflated blow-up doll
like a Casper mattress.
It folds up out of it, and I was fucking terrified. Because I was so young that I had no context for what a blow-up doll was.
Yeah.
He thought there was like a ghost or a person trapped inside the briefcase.
You go ask your parents what a blow-up doll is, you're not going to get an answer because you don't even have the beginning context to understand why that would exist.
There's a lot to unpack in that question. Mom, what's a blow-up doll?
Okay.
How did... Oh, well, okay.
That's
Jesus.
like step 8, you know?
Yeah.
And so like...
So Darlington sees this
and my brain just said,
out.
a person came out of that briefcase.
Its mouth frozen in a permanent
fake,
scream.
weird, scary face lady came out of that briefcase.
Ooh.
It was terrifying. And that was my Night Court memory.
So good. That's so good.
It kind of reminds me of the ending to Roger Rabbit.
Judge Doom.
And when Judge Doom gets run over by the freaking steamroller.
Yeah.
Right before the reveal, the spoilers, he's a tune, but he's like trying to push the steamroller back, like in this vain attempt to like not get crushed
it's
to death.
horrifying.
Yeah, and then the reveal, like, then he, you know, when he yells at him, which
the high pitched.
I can almost do that, but my voice is kind of hoarse right now. And I don't want to kill your microphone.
Oh my god, it's dead!
Yeah, no,
Oh my
voice is
god.
gone.
Also, how amazing is it that they never showed that tune's face? Like, just as, as it, for me, just watching that, I'm like, man, like that, like, it really stuck with me that they only ever showed his eyes and they never actually showed what he looks like.
I think what stuck with me the most was that teacup from the beginning that gets just dipped into the acid.
Oh, that cute!
No, so it was a shoe, wasn't it?
Oh, was it a shoe?
It was a shoe or something like that.
But I think he had a similar face to the teacup from Beauty and the Beast, so I kind of like mixed
so
it
it's
together.
like Chip, basically.
But it was like a Chip little type of character, and I just remember getting dipped in while screaming. And again, young Wooly fucking going, "Oh my god, really? Like we're drawing that now? We're animating this?" And it was like suffering as it burnt away.
Like fighting, trying to get away. Like that's
not at like slow, painful death, you know.
Yep.
And that stuck with me.
Roger Rabbit's weird because like I remember that. I remember being terrified of that. I remember being terrified of Judge Doom. But also around 12, I'm watching this movie. And I'm like, this is kind of balanced out by, this character called Jessica Rabbit?
I've heard of her.
Quite fetching design. And I remember just going you know what?
Kind of an obscure character.
I'm terrified of this movie, but somehow there's something
I'm just compelled to keep watching.
That's smoothing the ride along. And I'm just kind of like...
It is definitely fun to watch that as an adult and like, how did all of Jessica Rabbit go over my head? Like, 'cause I just didn't know...
What do you mean?
Oops.
What do you mean?
How did you not notice them?
Derek, I don't follow you. What do you...
Huh? Like, because I grew up and I was like, she has boobs. She has boobs? Wait, what happened? I somehow just didn't get all
the chemicals in your body start changing right then.
Yeah.
Suddenly your voice changes. You go from hi, the what?
I really like this. Whoa, what is this?